Should we turn it off now?
Hello.
Good evening. How
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. In the Chimney Corner Hotel.
you want to picture camera?
No.
Come on.
No, I'll stand
Honestly.
here. I'll stand here.
Okay.
We're here just tonight at the Chimney Corner Hotel. So there's people wanting to get through, but she's gonna sit. Her trousers are nice though. We're here to protect our kids against the foreign national and vetted men living in the hotel, facing a nursery, a child's nursery, where there's been 148 calls to the PSNI about the illegal immigrants living in this hotel. There's also been sexual assaults took place in this hotel, and have never been brought to the mainstream media's attention. So we're up here just calling a snap protest because
And
the
the Chimney
illegals.
Corner is under suspicion now because it's apparently illegal. What's going on there? They don't have planning
Yeah, they don't
permission.
have planning permission for it to be an HMO or iPass centre. So it's time to get them out now. So there's the PSNI now. So I'll pass you on to Freedom, Dad. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Oh, you're fucking getting good at this, so you are, Jane. You're getting good at this, girl. Oh, fuck's sake, thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Remember the public, just give me a tenner. Come on, get the pose. Give me up.
My son has diabetes, and you're blocking me.
Where's your baby?
Just here.
I appreciate that. Come on. Can you just pass your head and we'll have a chat?
Are you sure? You
Who's organized this one tonight?
I'm just here reporting on it. So on now.
Guys, it's a peaceful protest. We actually had police here to actually take us off the road and
You're here for our half an hour. So you're like the back row.
These people are not, you've got nothing to do with these people.
Nothing to do with us.
Okay, you might probably be better just trying to.
One in the bed.
Here, it's only over like 40 minutes.
Oh.
If anybody says they're organising it, the most likely to get arrested. So you're not going to get the answer for that,
I'm not
mate.
looking to arrest anybody at all.
Not
What I'm-
today or not tonight, but maybe in a couple of days.
all I'm
Time.
look-
That's
all I'm
what's
looking to
happening.
do is
Listen,
spread
you're
awareness.
arresting people, and
Can I
you're,
talk
you're,
to you?
you're
Can I
no, but
keep
you're.
talking?
I'm just telling you, this is the feeling in the street. They're arresting people on the Shore Road. They're arresting people in East Belfast. You know what I
Right,
mean?
and I've just
We know
told
we
you
know this
if I
hotel
can
doesn't
speak
have.
to somebody.
So I know, but nobody's going to speak to me, and I'm a citizen journalist. And I'm just giving you a bit of advice. You're not going to get anybody.
Can you tell me, yes, was the police here last night at 11:30, 12 o'clock?
I don't know. I wasn't
You know, well, I heard the police were here last night, and they took a few people out there last night.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
No,
I wasn't working. I don't know.
so I'm a concerned resident. I only live around the corner.
More
and
than
the
happy.
kids playing
More
that.
than happy for
The kids,
people to
the
get off
kids.
the road.
We're not going off the road. We're not moving. The kids, they're at that playground around there. They've been watching that playground for all as well. They were here last night at about 12 o'clock on the street. The murder or so did for sexual assault, I think.
Right.
Last night.
Allegedly, but we don't know for sure because they won't tell us nothing, will they?
No, but I live here.
Yeah. So
I know what
you're
happened.
local residents. How do you feel about this being here right now?
Well, I want to make it into a car park, but you can't say it.
Yeah. It must be frustrating. Did you ever get any? Were you asked about these men coming into this area?
Look what's facing them. Look what's facing
Yeah,
them.
I've already covered that in the
they're
nursery. Yeah.
the kids. They built a brand new park around the playing field around the corner.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The kids are not even safe. People in the estate, the grannies, the old, they can't even walk with dogs. Don't even feel safe.
Yeah, that's the general consensus around Belfast right now. Let me just see what these cops are saying.
I think there was cars. There was maybe a couple of cars on a van come up last night and took a few of them out of it. But they're trying to keep it quiet. I think that's.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. So we will. No, but they will if there's a court case. We'll find out. Freedom. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. Freedom of information. You're right, mate. How you doing? Son, all right? So this is the Chimney Corner, guys. Got a wee shot from a record. You know Charlie Veets, you know what I mean, guys? So it's Chimney Corner, Newton Abbey, innit? Comes under Newton Abbey, guys. Get my sunglasses off, the sun's away now, so it is. Get my other glasses on. I'm going to take it down a wee bit, so get all these guys in, you know what I mean? Guys, I'm going to go down at the back if you want to face that way, so don't get you all in if you don't want in the camera. It is live, guys. So yeah, we are live here, guys, in the Chimney Corner in Northern Ireland. Ongoing protests going around every area. Foot patrols, street patrols, different groups popping up. Sarah, that's good, John Rankin. Glad you're home safely, John. Hey, come on, no chit chat here. You know what I mean? There's a bigger issue going on here, sir. You know what I mean? Sick man, jumping about Belfast like a madman here, going two wheels around corners and all that. You hear that, Gene? So thank you to Stevie for delivering me to the show to Chimney Corner. Yes, we do have the prettiest police officers in Northern Ireland. No, I won't ask her for your phone number. I'm not asking the policewoman for her phone number, right, guys? Well, you need to come over here and protest, and you'll meet them. Oh dear, just having a laugh, guys. Just having a laugh. Hi, Freedom Dad. Hi, Curfew. I'm Marie. Yeah. John Rangan, it's right to be right. All right to be right, and good to see you, buddy. Iron Lady, yes, I hear you loud and clear. She knew she'd be on camera with full makeup on. Aye. So, yep. Ryan Gray, is Marina Court Hotel still on tomorrow? Yes, the Marina Court. I've got a wee live coming for you tomorrow morning, guys, and more afternoon. I say too much, but yeah, Freedom Dad's going to be busy tomorrow. So that was really nice. A car came up. Freedom Dad jumped out and gave me a tenner. You know, buy yourself a couple of coffees. You know, I get that quite a lot, guys. Really nice. It is really, really nice. And then I was away a walk a day with the dogs with one of my best mates, one of my oldest friends. You know what I mean? Go back in the day. You know, you can imagine the conversation we were having back when we were 14, 15 and all that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a good crack. We were in the jail again and everything. You know what I mean? So it was a good wee walk along the coast. And this guy's like, just stop. He goes, you feed him, Dad. He was out with his family. And I'm like, a wee bit edgy. Like, I'm like, aye. He's like, keep up the good work. And I was like, cheers, mate. You know what I mean? And it does, guys. You know, it's in the face of everything that's happening to me with the papers and other people coming out online and badmouthing me. Nobody that I'm concerned about. Nobody from my community. Let's just put it like that. At the end of the day, there isn't nobody from my community. So yeah, but it does get to you. Like I'll be honest with you guys. On Wednesday, you know, I said, was it Caitlin? I said to you when you came in the garden. I said, like, this is getting too much for me. It was because it was Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday. You know, just non-stop calling me out, calling me all sorts, calling me far right, racist, and all the rest. And, you know, and what really done it, I think, is like the comments, because one of the reporters has her own TikTok and she done a video about me, and all the comments are really negative. And one of my mates were like, listen, she deals with domestic abuse. That's all women. That's all there that just fucking have a dislike for men for some reason, you know. And you know, and she was touching on that man thing on the video, so she got the reaction from her minions that you know she wanted. But it's difficult. There was only 40 comments, you know. She's not nowhere on the scale that Freedom Dad gets. You know these journalists are on the same level as Freedom Dad guys. Please believe me. But you know, I'm not used to reading negative comments, you know, and I shouldn't have done it, you know what I mean? And I think it just put my heart down a wee bit. And, you know, I was thinking this is fucking too much, man. You know what I mean? It's difficult. It is really difficult to explain. It's just you gotta have your heart. You know what I mean? And Caitlin came in, and I was like, talking to Caitlin. And then she spun the prom around, and there was my godson. And then I realized what I realized. You know, you can wind your neck in, Freedom Dad. You know what I mean? Wind your neck in. So yeah, but it's just moments of where you go down a wee bit, you know what I mean? And you've got to understand the pressure I'm on with the police going on about the papers going on about the MI5 all the time, and you know what I mean. And it is difficult, you know, because I'm a really loyal, true person. I've never stuck anybody in, you know what I mean. I'm not like that. I'm the most loyal guy you'll ever meet. And so it is difficult for a man like me too, and it is my own fault. Listen, I'm not blaming anybody. It's my own fucking fault. Okay, simple as that. I say it to everybody. It's my own fault, but it is um, still hard to read. Still hard to know that people are reading these and listening to these videos that these reporters are doing and believing it. You know. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. But the good thing about the Belfast Telegraph is that they put my full name, YouTube name, in the paper, Freedom Dad 73, and I got 200 subscribers yesterday. Because of it, you know. So yeah, I suppose there's silver linings and all that, guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, anybody in the show road watching this, guys, hope you're doing okay. Hope everything's good. Yeah, show road boys are at it, so they are right now. CJ's just arrived on the scene, so he has. CJ's just attracted the blue lights. CJ's seen Freedom Dads, and he said, "Oh, blue lights! I'm going there." Yeah, so yeah, we do. We do. You know, we go where things are happening, and we try and report and bring the people on the street what's going on. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is what's going on. Keep going, Freedom Dad. You're one of the good guys. You know you're doing something right. Yeah, that's the point. That is the point. You know, no matter, I know I'm right. I know I'm not racist. I know I'm not. Nobody knows me better than me. You know, and this goes for everybody. It's being called for right now. God knows how Tommy felt. You know, what I mean, I'm nowhere near a level like that. I don't think I can handle that. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm the man of Tommy, like Tommy Robinson. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? But God knows how he coped. God knows how he's still going today. That's all I can say about that, guys. A wee bit chilly in it. I might as well jump in front of the camera for a wee bit. There you go. Come on. What? Come on. I'm going to turn the camera on you. Yeah. Oh, somebody's not happy. So yeah, what's Lisa's?
Well, mate, here's
How you doing? How you doing?
Glenn Warner.
Yeah, yeah,
Aye,
aye.
yeah. Good to meet you.
Good, yeah, good man, good man. Yeah, good mate, good, yeah. Yeah, all good numbers. Bring the camera with me. Don't engage, guys. Excuse me, guys. Can I get a chat with you? What do you think? What do you think of this right now? You just want to tell me how you feel about this?
Yeah. Go English. Go English.
No, they don't want to speak, which is understandable. You know, all we can do is ask if they want to speak, and if they don't want to speak, then there's not a lot we can do about it.
That's all left, aye. Get the fuck out.
So yeah, no, they don't want to communicate. Come up here, turn it around, so we can see what's going on. So yeah, they don't want to communicate, but it is understandable. You know what I mean? If it's sitting at an angle, this that looks all right. That looks good. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? The feeling on the streets of Northern Ireland aren't good. You know, we feel let down. We feel failed. And this is the thing. This is the kicker, guys. You know, see what the papers are doing to Freedom Dad, and what they're doing to everybody else, and what they're doing to Pinky, and what they're doing to the people on the Shore Road, and the way they're behaving, calling everybody far right and racist. It's fucking turning everybody against the government. It's turning everybody against mainstream media. Because people don't even care if you're far right and racist. This is the best about it. I don't even need to go, listen, guys, I'm not far right, guys, I'm not racist. I don't need to do that. And that's nuts. This is where we're at now. We don't care. If you want to call us far right, that's up to you. Nobody cares. There's nobody cares anymore, and it's nuts. I never thought I'd see a day in Northern Ireland when men and women would not care of being labelled far right and racist. It's nuts. It is nuts. But that is what the government are doing by keep on going. They're just doing what they're doing. What our government and our mainstream media are doing are exactly what they've done to Tommy Robinson, exactly what they've done to Paul Golding, exactly what they're doing to Nick Griffiths and Nick Tanuni from UKIP. Can you not see that we've been watching that for the last 15, 20 years of watching you label good men far right racist thugs who've been trying to protect our children over here as much as their children over in England. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand it. Why they think, I think they think we're stupid. And this is why I keep on saying we're clever prods. We're very clever prods. Maybe not so clever in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s because everybody was finding their way. But we're a lot clever in a day, you know, and that's the truth of it. And, you know, the government and the media and all the ones that are coming out against all the patriots right now and just and getting foreigners on called Abdul, you know, pure Abdul, you know what I mean? This is what they're doing. This is what our mainstream media are doing, right? To counteract the men and women who are trying to protect their children and protest against mass immigration. Our media, like our Panorama, whatever you want to call them, are, for want of a better way, Morgan, you know what I mean? He's sort of like our Morgan over here, you know what I mean? And his answer is to get on a foreigner and, you know, make sure he's had something happen to him so he can complain online and he thought everybody was going to go, oh, poor Abdul. The comments said otherwise. Yeah, the comments said otherwise, and this is a problem they're having with all these mainstreamers. They're putting stuff online. They're putting all their stuff online. You got to read the comments. then they turn the comments off. You know, you can't make this up. This is the people speaking. Belfast Telegraph. This is the people speaking. Sunday World. This is the people speaking. Government officials in Northern Ireland. The people are speaking by coming online and showing support to people like me and people who, like people in East Belfast, people on Shore Road, people in Tigers Bay, people in Ballymena. Yeah, lots coming. Lots coming. This is the tip of the iceberg, guys. I don't know how much I can say. I would love to tell you something, but I will check tonight. I'll check tonight if I can say it, and I'll tell you what's coming. Okay, there's something big coming, and yeah, that's I think it's around about the 20th of September. Okay, so that's the date. You know, that's the date, and the rest will be released very shortly. And nothing to do with me. I'm just reporting on it. I get information from different groups that tell me they're doing protests, and I go out and cover it. Simple as that. And people come out to say hello to Freedom Dad. You know, don't necessarily come out to protest. They just come out to say hello to Freedom Dad. You know what I mean? And that's your get out of jail clause. Okay. If you ever get pulled, you're like, I'm just here to see Freedom Dad. Don't do me. But yeah, yeah. There's other YouTubers here, TikTokers here, CJ's here rolling, and so yeah, CJ. CJ live. Are you live? Yeah, he's live. Yeah. Are you live? Yes. Yes, CJ's live. So if you want to jump on the CJ's live, jump back and forth. CJ audits. You're going to get two angles. You know, if you've got a phone, some of my mates watch him and watch me on two phones in front of them. And they're like, ah, and they love it, you know what I mean? So yeah, get on. You're always going to get two different angles. And any other YouTubers, I think Belfast Prankster's here, but I don't think he's live. And who else is here? Lisa's here. She isn't live. No, I'm just shouting your channel out if they want to jump on. And, yeah, just because there's two different angles. I'm static and you're moving about. So yeah. Oh, put her on. Come on. This is Caitlin. Everybody say hello to Caitlin. It's my beautiful camera woman. Hey.
Yes, I'm different angles. Jump on the Freedom Dad's channel.
Yeah, I'm just static. So yep. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. Were they? Oh, well done, mate. Well done. So yeah, two ball tires in the back of the police car. You know what I mean? So yeah, keeping the PSNI on their toes. You know what I mean? That's what we as citizen journalists do as well. You know what I mean? I don't have as much balls as CJ. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? I'm just not comfortable like going up the police and checking tires and all the rest of it. And I don't want to copy anybody. That's not what Freedom Dad does. You know what I mean? That's what CJ does, and that's his game. I know my lane. I stay in my lane, guys. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah, guys, hope you like the lives tonight. Two lives, one from Shore Road, one from Chimney Corner. Like I say, this is Chimney Corner. There's been damage this hotel quite a lot, just like Marina. Obviously, not as long. The Marina Court Hotel in Bangor has been demonstrating for 2.5 years. They are the first demos in the whole of Britain that demonstrate outside a hotel. 2.5 years, every single Friday, 7 o'clock, rain, sleet, and snow. Richard Inman and the Bangor crew. Fair play, big up, and always throw some love out there to that man. And yeah, same as the men out here. There's a few people out here that you know, and I'm sure Pinky's there somewhere. You know what I mean? And we will get an interview, just not yet because of the court case in the ring, but yeah, and you get to meet the man himself. You know what I mean? And yeah, Lisa's here as well. You know. So like I know them all. I know most of the guys here from all different demos, and you know, obviously we all know each other. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, it's a nice night for a demo. It's getting a wee bit cloudy, you know what I mean? A wee bit nippy, but you know, just giving you like it's you just can't be here. You know what I mean? So I'm here for yous, and there's no action. There's no trouble. You know what I mean? It's just guys bringing highlight. What they're doing, they're just highlighting it. They're just causing not enough bother to highlight it because nobody else will listen to them when they try every other way. Whenever they try to speak out, getting called far right. They're getting called racist. They're getting their platform shut down. So what else can they do? This is their answer. You know, it isn't a lot. They're not throwing petrol bombs. They're not, they're not being disrespectful to the police. And yeah, it's a peaceful protest. And there's going to be lots of these coming, guys. There's going to be lots of these coming. Freedom Data is going to be busy, so sit next to your TVs, get ready for the lives. Like I say, you buy me a coffee, you get an email every single time I go live. You know what I mean? And if you ever don't get an email, let me know. You know what I mean as well, and we can sort some other way out. But yeah, it is. It is what it is. I know I say that a lot, but it is what it is. I don't need to explain to you what's going on now. These boys in England know exactly what's going on in Northern Ireland. You know what we're feared of. You know um, how we are, how patriot we are. You know what I mean? And I know you are all watching Northern Ireland very closely. Um, you know, it is self-explanatory. I don't think anybody doesn't know what's going on now. We've got a treacherous government, guys. We've got a government that's behaving in a treasonous way. And, there's no other two ways about it. There's cities in England now that are no longer English. You know what I mean? There's cities in England now that have been replaced. And there's no getting away from it. There's no hiding from it, and there's no faking it. It's there for everybody to see. And the message from Northern Ireland is we don't want that. We don't want the Rotherham. We don't want the Luton. We don't want mosques. We don't want that because we know what comes after it. We know the first lot are all nice and smiling and we're really good Muslims and all that. We don't know the difference. We can't tell the bad ones from the good ones. And the good ones can't even tell the bad ones from themselves. That's the best about it. And then they come in and then they get a mosque and then they get this and then they go into schools. And then the next thing you can't have Christmas nativities. Next thing they're not happy about dogs being walked.
Fair enough.
All right.
Listen, the only reason I'm asking is just to see if this is going to be a common thing, just so we can
Every day.
Every day.
Yep.
Okay, dead on. Do you mind if I ask? Is there any sort of specific group you are a member of or anything?
No.
And listen, you aren't obliged to tell me. I'm just asking.
No comment.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
Why would you call us vigilantes?
I certainly wouldn't. No.
Thank you.
I'll tell you why I'm asking. If you don't mind me saying, it's just the only reason I'm asking is so we can get resources here if needs be, because obviously we're putting road closures in to facilitate your safety as well. Okay, so the reason we're here just to facilitate everyone's safety. So is it the type of thing you're going to be doing every day, if you don't mind me asking, or specific time?
Every day.
Okay.
Officer,
Yes.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
Certainly, go ahead.
So, just for our communities, we need to know these guys in these hotels.
Yes.
Do they have like a curfew so that the communities know that at least they're in there at a certain time and they're not out prowling the streets? Or are they allowed out willy nilly?
It wouldn't be something we would put on them, okay, unless there's,
Okay.
Maybe we're investigating for a criminal offence or something like that, say they've got bail conditions or something like that.
Right.
But
Was there people arrested last night?
I wouldn't be able to discuss that. I'm sure you understand. I wouldn't be able to discuss
Right,
that.
so basically there's nothing on them and they can go in and out of there whenever
It
they like.
depends. Like, it would probably be a case by case basis, okay? And obviously, I can't discuss that. I'm sure you understand. All right.
All right, it's just so.
Protesters arrive by half a dozen cars. When neighbours phone about things, you never bother your asses.
Well,
We've phoned 3 times in the last 6 months,
yeah.
and not one of you has come anywhere near the door.
This is a local resident.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
okay. Do you mind if I ask, how long do you plan to be here? Or is there a time? Okay. I'm only asking just so we know what we're doing here. That's all. The only reason I'm asking.
I don't have a curfew.
Is the plan to be about an hour? Or so?
I don't have a curfew, so they don't have a curfew, so we don't have a curfew.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks very much for engaging with us, all right? If you need anything, just let me know. All right?
Okay, cheers,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
So yeah, that's a PSNI, and they have got. I believe I've been saying this for a wee while, guys, that they have got a good attitude. They have been all right with. Yes, in East Belfast, they're causing problems. Yeah, we know that. Okay, they're not happy because the guys came out and sort of embarrassed them. And the way they behaved after it was a bit dodgy. You know what I mean? Throwing so many police officers into the streets. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, so many police officers in the street. They started doing street patrols in the exact same places that Pinky and all the boys were doing, you know what I mean? And I'm saying Pinky not as a leader, because Pinky is not the leader. Pinky was like one of the ones that was involved in the TikTok. That's it. People were doing filming and giving it to him, and he was putting it up because he was good at the edit and adding the music and all on there, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, there's no leaders. This is what you got to understand. There is no leaders. This is different. This isn't paramilitaries, guys. This is patriots. This is Protestants and Catholics. There's Protestants and Catholics here, right? You know, I don't know whether to get an interview or not on him, you know what I mean, because I'm live, but there's Protestants and Catholics here. And yeah, this is a new time. This is a new time. Please believe me. And this is going to grow. This is going to get bigger and bigger. We're going to get more people come from the other communities coming in. And I see something that's never happened in Northern Ireland. I see something that's coming that's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. And yeah, it's going to bring a unity that we've never seen before. And we're all going to have the same cause, our children. And it's our children that's going to bring us all together, not the governments, not anybody. You know, all the people that could have brought us together have failed. There's more peace walls dividing communities today than there was in the Troubles. Don't forget that, you know. So yeah, there's a good reason why we've been divided. There's a good reason why there's Protestant schools and Catholic areas and Protestant areas. So we are divided. Divide and conquer. So that's what we're doing. We're going to break that. They're not going to conquer us because we're not going to be divided. We're going to come together. And we don't have to come together, everybody on the streets. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it is a difficult thing. There's Republicans, there's loyalists. People have lost good friends on both sides. We know who everybody is. It is difficult. You know, it is really difficult. But we will come together online. We will come together when it comes to vote. That's what I think is important. That's what I see the future of Northern Ireland. And you're hearing it here first in Freedom Dance Channel. There's nobody else telling you this. There's nobody else that's got this insight or this logical view on things. You know what I mean? This is the future of Northern Ireland. For the first time ever. Cheers, buddy. For the first time ever, we have a genuine peace between Protestants and Catholics because of what the British government are doing to our lands. Because it's not just Protestants that's suffering, it's Catholics as well. You know what I mean? So what's up? Some motorbike. I thought that was a drone. It was up. See, this is a problem because they're just letting them out and they're doing whatever they want. You know what I mean? And they're just coming and going. And you heard the local residents there, they're really concerned about it. They are really, really concerned about that. You know what I mean? And what we've got, if we come down here, we'll just show you this, guys. For any of you that haven't seen Chimney Corner, this is full of undocumented men, as far as I'm aware. Okay, definitely full of foreigners. Let's put it like that. And here we have a fucking nursery. Private day nursery. How ironic is that, guys? You know, how ironic is that? And why is it ironic? Because we've got evidence of foreigners coming into the country and doing horrific crimes. Show them. There they are. That's where they're housed. And at the back of here, we've got huge, big playing fields. So we do. And I don't know if you've seen the video the last time I done around here. Honestly, guys, every man in this hotel was out the back there playing cricket with the best of cricket gear. I mean, brand spanking new cricket gear. And I don't know if you've heard the interview that happened that I got in Bangor at the seafront outside the Marine Hotel. But the referee, you heard what the referee said. The amount of money that they're pumping into these football things now is phenomenal. They haven't got funding like it. But now it's full of foreigners. And the local guys aren't going. You understand? So when it was the local guys, they struggled to get any funding. Now they're getting as much funding as they need because it's all foreigners. You know, and that's you've heard the interview. I'm just telling you, anybody who hasn't heard the interview. I can't remember what video it was. It wasn't that far back. It was maybe last Friday or the Friday before. So you're looking for Bangor, live outside Bangor Seafront or Marina Court, and it'll be on one of them ones. I'll maybe cut it into a short and stick it up solo on YouTube. I've got a good video coming tomorrow. I was going to put it out tonight, but because of the double live, I've held back on it. It's from Belfast City Centre. I'm talking to an ex-prisoner and a drug user, and he's going to tell you what it's like for them guys on the streets of Belfast. So it's a very interesting interview. I haven't got him on camera, obviously, you know what I mean? But his words are powerful enough, I think, you know. So that'll be coming tomorrow. That's ready to go. I've edited it and everything, got it all out. It's ready to load. And yeah, I've got another couple of wee clips I put out. I got a really good interview with a Nigerian man in Belfast City Centre at the Palestinian demo, and I'm going to cut that off and put that up as a smaller video as well. So yeah, guys, as you can see, the police have blocked the road off here. They've blocked the road off down there, and yeah, traffic isn't going anywhere. And you know, it's just to bring awareness. So it is. So, okay. Okay, guys. So yeah, there's CJ's doing the rounds. If you want to jump on the CJ's, guys, that's him just walking through the middle of the road there, and yeah, and he's walking about. He's doing a live. So your cats.
Where you from, man? Where you from? What's your name?
We got somebody shouting at the door. Not at me, at the boys. Yeah, so yeah, I can't think. I can't personally. I can't see things getting better. You know, the more the government keep gaslighting us, the more the government keep gaslighting people like me. The more the government keep gaslighting the walking groups and trying to come out with some mad rhetoric. You know, unlike you've seen the trouble I've had with certain individuals online. You know, working for the government or just far left. You know what I mean? They just don't like freedom, Dad. You know what I mean? Trying to create something which I haven't got a clue. It doesn't. Nothing makes any sense. Even things he's saying don't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? So I'm not replying anymore. I'm not getting into it. Like I say, I'm not. I've learned a lot. So I have in the year. You know what I mean? And you know, it is clear to me that some people just want to get into it. So they get into it with Freedom Dad, and they're part of an argument online and all the rest of it. And it highlights them as much as it highlights me. And you know, and if they want if they want highlighted, all you got to do is come say, "Would you interview me?" You know, if you've got something to say, I'll interview you. I'll put you on my platform. You don't need to call me out and try and get a reaction for stuff like that. You know, my platform is open. You know what I mean? Obviously, once you get on like that, then you're not going to interview. But, you know, this is a message and a lesson for anybody else. Don't give me a hard time. Speak to me. Speak to me, guys. You know what I mean? Fucking speak to me. And even then, if you don't like me after that, you know what I mean? I'll still interview you. If you're doing something for my daughter, I'll get you up and going. I'll get your platform up, whatever. I'll give you a shout out. I'll do what I can for you. I don't want you to like me. I don't expect people to like me. I really don't. I understand the world we live in. Not everybody likes everybody. And I've got no problem with people not liking me. But like personal assaults and personal attacks under my posts, you know what I mean, on Facebook and stuff like that, from somebody who's like a political leader of a political party, it's a bit crazy, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's nuts, like, it is nuts, you know, and it is, like I say, the same as the Belfast Telegraph and all these reporters, and, you know, their platforms are woeful. Their TikToks are woeful, you know. You know, they can't go on Facebook because they just get slaughtered on Facebook. You know what I mean? So they have their wee select group on TikTok and their wee cheerleaders. You know what I mean? And that makes them feel good. They put a post out, and then all their wee minions go, "Yeah, I agree with you. You're the best." You know what I mean? And you're talking 40 comments. You know what I mean? She put her video. I think got 50,000 views. You know what I mean? I put a video at the same time. It got over 50,000 views. You know, what can I say? You know what I mean? She's been on TikTok for ages, got twice as many followers as me, and I've only got I've got 5,000 followers, I think, on this particular TikTok. You know, I think I've over 10,000 followers on another TikTok. I've got Freedom Dad, and I've got Freedom Dad New Era on TikTok. I've got Freedom Dad FT on Facebook. Thank you, Caitlin. And I've got Freedom Dad on X, you know. So, and I'm on Rumble, but I don't do much on Rumble. But Rumble's there for whenever I get attacked on YouTube or taken down off any other platforms. Then I've got X and Rumble to roll with. And I've also got Truth that, what do you call him, owns Trump. I think it's Truth it's called. I haven't joined it yet, but it's there for me if I need it. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of places you want to go to find Freedom Dad. If anything happens to me, you want to go to Rumble, you want to go to X, you want to go to Facebook. Where, you know, X will always be there. That's our safe place. You know what I mean? So we'll regroup and regather on X, which is Twitter. You know, get a Twitter account. It isn't hard to set up, guys. And just follow Freedom Dad and follow whoever I'm following. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? And you know that's what we've all got like plans and stuff. We've got, you know, we know what we're doing, you know what I mean? We're ready. And we don't care, you know. We'll just keep going. They take us down, we'll come back. We'll take us down, we'll come back. If they take me down, they don't let me back, and then I'll put 10, 20 people up. You know, I'll find 10, 20 people, and we'll get 10, 20 count and throw them up. You know what I mean? And we'll have 20 freedom dads, or 40 freedom dads, or 50 freedom dads, because it's not about me. It's not about me. That's what I've always said. Freedom dad isn't. You know, I'm Mark. You know what I mean? I'm Mark who's doing this because nobody else is doing it, and at the end of the day, it needs to be done. You know. Somebody's got to do this. You know what I mean? I don't particularly want to do it, but until somebody else steps up, you know, they can take over. Be quite happy. You know, I'll go back to walking around the field, having a chat about mental health, and with you guys. You know what I mean? That's me happy. Out with my dogs, a wee video every day, a wee video with you guys. That's like my walks and talks, talking about life, talking about mental health, talking about what we go through and how we get over stuff. You know what I mean? And having a wee laugh and just talking about random things. And it was good, and I enjoyed that. And you know, that's where we started, and then we've ended up here. And obviously these were there for my wee lucky getting born in a ring, you know. And it was really nice to have a community, and getting support from the likes of Paul Thorpe and Richard and all the other big YouTubers, you know what I mean. And it has been really been nice right from the very start. I've been welcomed into the YouTube community and the TikTok community, and I'm really grateful to all the other YouTubers, British Slaughter, Dino Bain, Paul Thorpe, you know, all the boys, Paz49, Gobford Talks, you know what I mean? All these guys who have, Tony Martin, you know what I mean? All these guys that have either shouted me out, wished me luck, congratulated me on the birth and me lucky, or just been there for me through private messages and give me advice, you know. And I have to say, some of these guys are gentlemen. They really are. British Slaughter, an absolute diamond of a guy, guys. He really is a really genuine, really nice guy. And you don't understand how much work he's putting in, how much work he's doing on X. Because social media only works if you put the work in. You know, you can't just start a TikTok up and then just leave it for 5 months. And even if you've got 10,000 followers, you go back on that TikTok. If you haven't been active, you've got to work again to build it back up. You know, and that's what it's. There's no rest. You've got to get up in the morning, bang, bang, YouTube, bang, Facebook, bang, X, get the stuff up, read comments, like, share. You've got to be active. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, you know, and I find it really difficult to stay on top of it. So I take my hat off to like Paz and all the other boys, and Richard and British Slaughter, who are really, they're on everything, and they're working really hard. They're activists. Them guys are activists. They're not YouTubers. They're not just YouTubers who do videos. Everybody thinks, oh, they must be making. You don't make that much money from YouTube, guys. The guys that are all monetized, they're not making that much money. You know, over time, yeah, maybe they will, but right now they're not, and they're putting in the work without getting paid. That's what I see right now, you know. And fair play to him, fair play to him. And I just want you to give them all up. So we're talking about British Slaughterer, we're talking about Dino Bain, we're talking about Paz49, we're talking about Paul Thorpe, we're talking about Richard Inman, the amazing Richard Inman, who you'll see tomorrow night at Bangor. We'll be at Bangor tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We'll be going live from the Marine Court Hotel. If you're from Northern Ireland, pop down and see the boys. Come say hello to Richard, come and say hello to me, come say hello to the other TikTokers, come say hello to Lisa. Lisa's always there. You've seen Lisa speaking at East Belfast on the last video. So yeah, really amazing people, and genuine concerned parents, genuine patriots. Whoa. Where's my water? Oh, it's cold. It's getting cold, guys. You want to say a few words? Because you've already been on camera. Yeah, come on. So
I don't like.
Just relax. Just relax.
Like
It's
on
freedom,
the, on
Dad.
the spot. You know
I know
what
it's. I know it's freedom, Dad. You're going to be fine, right? So
yeah. No
so
worries.
are you local residents or?
I am, yes,
Yes.
very local, Newton Abbey, just within the area here.
So
Yeah.
can you tell me what your main concerns are for this hotel in your local area?
Okay, so first of all, my friend there was followed by one of these men.
Yeah.
And she walked down, and she even went into the pub, and then he sort of like thinged away, and then she came back out and went into Rogan Manor, and he actually followed her down in. And then there was also a 6-year-old child, I believe, that was followed into Rogan Manor as well.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm not saying all these men are like that.
But you don't know who's good and who's bad.
Exactly. We just don't know. And the thing is, you know, they're unvetted. Me, I don't mind, and I'm sure all the rest of the people that's out protesting, they don't mind people coming legally.
Yeah.
Okay? They're more than welcome.
Of course.
it's these people here that are unvetted. We don't know what crimes they've committed, where they've came from. Nothing. They're here, and we're just a bit of meat to them, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I can explain that wee bit about the meat bit, because what's going on is these are fighting age men,
They
right?
are.
And they have
They're here to
yeah,
take over the
and
West.
all men need to have sex. Let's be honest. All men and women need to have sex.
Yes,
And
100%.
our women don't want to go with these men. And
No.
our working girls don't want to go with them because of the rise of the AIDS epidemic that came with
Yeah.
these men.
Yeah.
So we know what's going on, and we understand that alone, with that knowledge, surely something should be done.
100%. Something needs to be done. But I think they'll move them out of here and put them into HMOs within the community. And that is just going to explode.
That was my next question. How dangerous or how bad is this country right now for exploding, or whatever way you want to put it? How close are we to civil unrest in Northern Ireland?
It's coming. Southern Ireland now is just, it's riddled with them. And down there, it is exploding. And sooner or later, it's going to come here.
Yeah, yeah. So, what do you think about the Epping Hotel they're talking about, and they're shutting that down? I believe it's because of the planning permission. I believe that's the same here.
Yeah, 100%. What a result for Epping. What a result.
Yep.
Fair play to them, that's what I say.
Yep.
Now that one's done, now hopefully the rest will follow.
Right,
And
okay.
all these hotels will be closed down and these men gone and not put into HMOs. Gone.
Okay.
And that's it.
Well, I just want to say on behalf of all the communities in Northern Ireland, I'm quite sure I'm speaking without doubt here. Thank you so much.
No problem. And I just want to say to the lefties as well, yous are out singing about refugees are welcome here. Yes, refugees are welcome here, but the unfettered, no, definitely
Let me just
not.
add before you go. So, hello, we've had immigration to this country for a very long time, haven't
Very
we?
long time.
So it's not just like if we were racist far right thugs, we would have been doing this. We would have been doing this years ago.
Exactly.
Right, thank you so much,
Cheers,
Sergeant.
see ya.
Cheers. We would have been doing this years ago.
100%.
So it's not being far right and racist. It's
not.
just being concerned.
It's not. We're not far right. We're not racist. We're not Nazis. We are concerned parents, uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, cousins out for our children.
Have you got a message for mainstream media like Nolan and the rest of them?
Nolan can go and jog on. The lies and the mainstream media as well, the spin that they put on things. We are not racist, Nolan, okay? So just jog on and get your facts right.
Thank you so much. Give me a cuddle.
All
Give me a
right.
cuddle. Thank you so
Nice
much.
one.
Take care. Get
All
safe
right,
home.
cheers.
Right, guys, we're going to wrap it up because that's it over, man. So I hope you enjoyed the lives tonight. If you want to buy me a coffee, the link's in the description. One of my moderators will probably put it up already. Like I say, I have no other form of income. Zero. I'm getting attacked by the government by all sides. And yeah, I don't put up anything else. I don't have GoFundMe's. I don't put up my bank account. If you can afford one coffee, you buy me a coffee. You will get an email every single time I go live. That's the deal. I'm Freedom Dad. Come from I'm Freedom Dad. She's on her phone, guys. She's on her phone. I'm Freedom Dad coming live from Chimney Corner in Newton Abbey. God bless every single one.